Yeah. Hey, hi, Nya. It's your girl, Anna, and as you can see, we are back in Final Fantasy XIV. And this is part, well, I hope I updated that. This is part 31 of the Oceanian Data Center MSQ series. In the last stream, what did we do in the last stream? In the last stream, we used the mana cutters to go into the area and fight Nidhogg. We defeated Nidhogg. We retrieved his eye, which then we thought was something was a little bit weird about it, and sure enough, it was Ralsveigar's eye. So we went meet up with Ralsveigar, trying to find out a little bit more about what was going on, what happened at the start of the war. And yeah, it turned out that he gave his eye to Nidhogg so that Nidhogg could exact his revenge. So that makes Ralsveigar kind of complacent in the 1,000-Year War. But once we returned to Ishgard and started spreading word, it was like, hey, you know, the war is over. We told Emmerich and the members of House Forton Manor about what really happened and what had caused the war against the dragons. So Emmerich decided to take it upon himself to go and reveal the truth and ask that the Archbishop reveal the truth about how Ishgard, well, the ancestors of Ishgard were the ones that were responsible. And how they killed Radagast. I'm probably butchering that name. Another of the Dragon's Brood, Nidhogg and Ralsveigar's sister. And yeah, Emmerich got in prison because, of course, the Holy See didn't want that information to go out and didn't want their whole line of faith and values be let everyone know that it was all lies. So we met up with the mongrel, who is Hilda, along with others in the broom. We went with Lucia, and we went with Alphino and the others, and we made an assault on the vault to rescue Emmerich. While we were in the vault, we ended up fighting against multiple Knights of the Heavensward. And in doing so, we distracted them enough so that the others could rescue Emmerich. As we were about to catch the Archbishop, Emmerich came out pleading for him to, you know, please just tell the truth to everyone. And they said, no, yeah, not at all. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. So we charged for with Horshafa to try and stop them from escaping in an airship. And one of the Heavensward Knights threw a spear of light at us. And Horshafa sacrificed himself to prevent us from getting hit by it. And that is where we ended last stream, with dealing with the aftermath of having one of our good friends, one of the few people that cared about us when everything went to hell, who took us in. He was killed by the Heavensward. And that is where we pick back up now. A lot of people are currently mourning Horshafa. And it's time for us to move on forward and see what we can... I don't even know what we're going to do from here. Like, I know we need to go after the Holy See. I have no idea where the game's going to be taking us. Let's speak with Alphino here and find out what's going to happen next. As always, if you enjoy the stream, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. And yeah, get your drinks ready, because eventually the bot's going to try and drown me. Drink water, y'all. Alright. Let's see what Alphino has for us. Oh, poor Jataru's crying. We should probably pursue Thoradin to Azizla. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't even think we know where Azizla is yet. We must press on with our mission. Tataru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Night. Let us go speak with Sir Emmerich Renang. I worry for his well-being. Yeah, Sir Emmerich looked like he had his shoulder dislocated. I don't know if it was more severe than that, but that's definitely what it looked like. Let's go to the Forgotten Night. And go to the congregation of our Knights Most Holy. And see what's going on with Emmerich. Also, Emmerich is the Holy See's son. Though there's some controversy behind that. Oh, Stinian's here as well. Yeah, Stinian's armor's been dyed crimson, which he said would probably happen. But it's been dyed crimson since he gouged out Nidhogg's eye.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
Echo, right now?
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thordan's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons, are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire.
How are you going to do that?
If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
Saves Emmerich from having to tell that story. Yeah.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
I will explain everything.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
What's that? After you've scrubbed all the floors in Ishgard, then we'll talk about mercy.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horschiffon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Are they going to show it again?
Called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls.
Don't tell me they're primals.
7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful.
My god, they're becoming mini primals? Yeah, right?
We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
But how are we going to get to Az's Law? Or even is Az's Law? Mistress Lacrosse, Master Alphino, I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled with the lies he perpetuated. No more. I shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. Life or death, I will have Sir Zephyrin's heart for what he did to Harshafa. That is a very angry message. Yes, of course. You two were close, I know. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and his Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Renee and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an Archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origin would have been more difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We'll have a great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Renee, Master Alphino, pray attend me outside. Very well. With me, Renee. I believe we have much to discuss. You say you want a revolution. Did we get a title for that one? We did get a title for that one. Of the Silver Fuller. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Linnea informed me that I had been sighted by her scouts. The revolution will not be televised. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not so long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu and not easily accessible from Cloudtop, House Helenar has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. I think we know the perfect candidate, Renee. Let us pay visit to Master Garland at the Sky Steel Manufacturing. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Drink water now. Alright. Go find Sid. I think I picked up a new skill. Willing Thrust. Delivers an attack of 260. 300 when done from the rear. Can only be executed while under the effect of Will in Motion, granted by Chaos Thrust. Chaos. Alright, Sid. We need you. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. He was a good man. Sid, have you heard of Az's Law? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plan. From what he told Renee, the Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the Ultima weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. Well, that was pretty quick. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. Into the fire it is. In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. They go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Alright, let's go to the airship landing. I like this spear I got, by the way. Where'd I get this spear? It's from the level 55 dungeon. A good looking spear. So we want to go to the Ethereum. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight. I am pleased to say we are ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Pray forgive my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Oriange and Riol are pursuing promising leads. Come. We can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. Sid's just like ready to go. The others are waiting for The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Renee. Shall we get going? Yes. We haven't been in the Sea of Clouds for a little bit.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Az's Law, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
Oh, this is definitely a different point of the Sea of Clouds.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
I mean, the new threat that follows in our wake. What are you on about? A new threat? I mean, last time we were here, we saw Bismarck. From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Beyond your gardening, the Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I would rather avoid needless bloodshed. Ah, there's an ether current right there. Convenient. I remember when they added these textures to make the rocks and stuff look more like 3D. So there's one to the north, which is kind of where we're heading. Okay, so cloud tops have a thing, eh? Gods, look at them. So many isles, so many places to hide. No, we must not lose hope. He is out there, and we will find him. And I need to use /lookout. No wonder it was, targeting Alpha now. You search the skies for the Soleil, but see nothing resembling the missing air shaft. Alright, let's go up this wing. That looks like a solo duty. I guess it's just another lookout thing. No, it is a solo duty. Drink water now. Yep, this effort was doomed to failure. Begs mercy of Netherlings, does not fight, does not wish to die. Was that a Vanu being attacked? But by whom? Wait, is that Garleans? Over there? Imperial troops? Ishgardians, seize them. They'll know where the Archbishop is. Why are they after the Archbishop? The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Renee. Protect the Vanu. We got like new jumps and stuff too. There are more that are going to show up.
Thaliak, protect me!
Thaliak, protect me! Alphino spoke out loud. You summoned Ruby Carbuncle. Okay, we got more Imperials coming for everything here. There's our Medicus. I totally hit this guy over here. Come on, buddy. Okay, the medic's down. That's good. Ow. Another one. You, come here. Come here. You. Focus on me. Did the Imperial airship, the gunship, just attack Carbuncle? How rude. Garlean fire. That gunship was kind of like a bag. Netherlings save Lono Vanu from certain death. Showers Netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Lono Vanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to cloud sing, but warmly welcomes them, shows gratitude where gratitude is due. Lono Vanu owes much and more to Netherlings. As saviors, as heroes, Zondu welcomes you. Zindu. Valimar wants to fight Thoradin too, but presumably he's too dangerous to be left alive. I don't know about that. I feel like there might be, the Ashians might be pushing them to do it, because, I mean, the Ashians typically have their hands in whatever's going on in Garlemald. Maybe the Ashians have caught on that Thoradin is trying to play them like a fiddle. To village we go, to north. Come. Alright, let's go to this village then. Oh wait, Alphanau. So the Garleans were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu Vanu knew something about his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they may have had the right of it. I conclude that we should accept Lonu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way into this village. Oh, look, there's the other Aether Current. I like these big old moths. Like flea-looking monsters, too. Alright, how are we doing on Aether Currents? There's one more to the northeast. Looks like the way we're going. How are we looking on Aether Currents here? Sea of Clouds. We need 2 more. We need to find 2 more. And there's 4 more quests. I believe, yeah, there was 1 quest of a thing. So far, I felt like the game's been pretty good about, like, quest leading me into Aether Currents. I haven't actually felt like I had to, like, search too hard for them. Sounding Stone. We get it before this guy hits us? Nah, he gave up. It was like, this Aether Current is, like, really close. Really close. What's behind that rock? No. Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay down your burdens, netherlings. Lonu Vanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Oxundo. Oxundu. Yeah. Oh, is that an aetheryte? Looks so cool. Very different from the other ones we've seen. A far warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vundu, I think. Vundu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and peering, like aimless gale. What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? There you are, did you see it? See what? It's that damn flying whale again. The Imperials are after it. Where? The white? There it goes. He's wounded. Did he just eat an entire island? By the 12? Did the beast just eat that island? Oh, insatiable white, oh devourer of worlds, why must you torment us? Bah, Lonu Vanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zundu. Yeah, I hope there wasn't anything important on that island, right? Where's this last ether current? It's so close. 52 yalms to the east. Where are you? $39 yalms to the northeast. This way. Was it above us? To the northwest. Yeah, it must be above us. Probably on top of this rock or something. Where are you? To the southeast. Southeast? Yeah, it's gotta be above us. I'll be here in a second, Lonu. Let's find. There it is. Oh, it's coaching. Cat gonna roll into bed first. I didn't know Coachy was online. Zundu sell it, Zundu fix it. With wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Sonu Vanu speaks for Zundu. Hearken to his words. Netherlings deliver Lonu Vanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore Zephyr winds, and brings before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm, gratitude of Sonu, chief of Zundu, is boundless. We are honored to meet you, Chief Sonu. I am Alphino Louvier, blah, Levier. And these are my companions, Renee Lacrosse and Sig Garland. We are come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Ah, like to black steel shod contraption from which you saved Lanu Vanu? Alas, no, that ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white, and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lanu Vanu hear tell of these Netherlings? You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, Zundu scouts can testify to words of Lanu Vanu. Aye, winds carry purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Azizla. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sonu, what exactly is this Azizla? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest danger. Look not into the heart of the tempest. There lies the ancient birthplace of sin, home of forgotten secrets, of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the white devours isle where he is kept. Deep within boughs of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy, and beyond ours. Rejoice not with his gluttony, Lanu Vanu, for as stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to the white. This he knows, Chief Sonu. Madness of Vundu bodes ill for all Vani. Yeah, seems like there was something important on that island. I wonder what the key to Azizla is. So Azizla is home to forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of a key, which the Archbishop covets. Much as I'd like to believe it's safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavensward wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the case in our battle with Leviathan, we are out of our element, and this time we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more of the white. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. If Netherlands seek knowledge of the white, then speak with Kunu Vali, foremost keeper of tales. But neglect not to present self with humility and respect. As sun yields to moon and moon to sun, Netherlings must greet Kanu Vali with the bow. So where are you? Also, where's the next turret? 400 to the east? That's a bit far. There's Kunu Vali. So let's do a bow. Sever winds at your back and sunshine to warm your brow. Traveler from below. Kunu Vali, keeper of tales, hears your words, and she remembers. In times long ago, in lands elsewhere, before even the Cloud Sea, the white is one among many. Newborn, he swims beside his many brothers in seas of endless water. But hated the white is, for his brothers are purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again, for merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. The white still longs for the sea, to which he cannot return. But in rebirth, a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw, from whence come the clouds, and a new sea is born, home to him alone. Drink water, y'all. Content, he gazes below, and sees others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps, and in his benevolence, he raises up isles of earth, and guides these people to the cloud sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth, and the salvation of the Vanu. May it never be forget. May it never be forget? But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is that of the Vundu, his hunger that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet now he must consume them? Hunu Valley knows no tales like this. So I like the idea of, like, Bismarck's origin story. His divinity story. Yeah. So according to the Vanu, the sea of clouds and the floating isles were gifts from Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has taken to eating, yes. Technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods? But what of you, Alphino? Did you learn anything? Did you learn aught of value? Alas, no. That is, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu sky fishing. Sky fishing? Sky fishing? My gods, that's it, Alphino, my boy. I could kiss you. From what we've observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the sea of clouds, in essence, fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapnels to the beast's hide, and then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it directly. Bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should Renade fail to subdue the creature, she would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing island. Oh, she won't fail. And if anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise, ready to tow her out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else. Nor I. I trust you have no objections to my joining you as well. Not at all. The more the merrier. Right. Then it seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do if the Enterprise is ready to be ready for our fishing trip. While you two need to find me some bait. Not just any island, mind. I want a mouthful at most. Bolt, chain, and island. Well, you heard said, we need an island to bait the hook. By way of a first step, I propose we speak with Chief Sonia. If the Zundu are as concerned by Bismarck's behavior as they've been given us to believe, they may well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. Now the hard part is, I don't know if we're going to find enough people online to fight Bismarck. So who is this running around on a white griffin? Lulu? I have a griffin. I don't have a white griffin though. Where's my griffin? If I didn't have my motorcycle, I'd probably use this griffin a lot. It's one of my... It was my first flying and probably my favorite. From Heavensward, anyway. Did I just get invited to a link shell? Crimson's Chatterlink. Oh, it's Nibius. I know Nibius. Oh, I join, except, yeah. Open communication. I don't want to spoil anything. Is it whale time? It's almost whale time. The Tramontane is upon us. The White Feast. The Vundu rejoice in his carnage. Hear me, Chief Sonu. This creature which torments you now is not the deity who raised up the floating isles and made a gift of them to you. He is a perversion, He is a perversion of your beliefs, given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which he should rightly safeguard. Yet it need not be this way, Chief Sonu. You have the power to strike down this impostor, but we must beg of you an island to see it done. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Sonu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn to the Ponente? I don't know these words that he's using. Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zundu scouts what manner of island you require, and they guide you to it. You shall not fail, Chief Sonu. On that you have my word. Imposter among us. Come, Renee. Let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing. Okay, so Sid is way over here. So let's see. So this is all the way to the east. There's one whale among us. Okay, I see some big birds here. These look like birds I fought in a dungeon. To the east. Yeah, I guess we're still going the right way. To the southeast. Endymion. That's a good name. I am reminded of Sailor Moon. Oh, I see it. It's over by that airship. Wow, once again, yeah. They just put it right next to the quest. I wonder if they changed this to make it easier to find. Yeah, that's all the currents. Travel. Yeah, now it's just the 4 quest ones. So our quest gives 1, 2, and then 3. It's actually all the quest. Our Asgardian friends have furnished us with dragon killers and ammunition. I've taken the liberty of procuring a Magitech field generator as well. Rest assured, we have chains to spare, every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsmen. If you have any lingering doubts as to their strength, know that they were originally intended to bind dragons, and were not found wanting. Drink water now. It pleases me to inform you that the Vanu have agreed to furnish us with an island of our choosing. Then all that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who will actually be doing the fighting. Renee, let Wedge know when your party is assembled. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one little bit. But I can't help being excited all the same. So tell me, Renee, are you ready to hunt the white whale? Yes. After you then, Renee, all aboard. The limitless blue heart now accessible. Okay. I did the level quest, but didn't have the Cortana equipped. Let's see, we need the limitless blue heart. Probably need to open up a party finder. Let's see. Do that. Party finder. Group members. This is a trial. Limitless blue heart. Duty completion. Think for MSQ progression. Oh, they're bound by duty. Let's unselect the classes. Alright. Limit recruiting to world server. Nope. Fruit members. Unable to invite to party. Weird. Okay, let's go to Limsa. I did make a party finder, right? Yeah. Let's see. Out. Anyone want to join for... I will help you. Please invite. let's see, 12 minutes left after I quit earlier. How a tank want to be a healer? And a healer want to be a tank. So, anyone want to join for MSQ Bismarck fight? Synced. Please check this Party Finder. I can do that and then link here and go to general, and there we go, it's there. There's very few people on Limsa, sadly. Nibs and I used to team-man this. I'm not lucky enough to find people. You can two-man this sync. I didn't realize you can two-man Bismarck sync. That sounds really, really hard to do. Yeah, I don't mind doing it unsync if we don't find people soon. I'm gonna take a short break. So, anyway. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, so what you got here? Time to strike down the white whale from ReZero. Oh, if Bismarck was the white whale from ReZero, this would be dangerous. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a 5-minute break. And I'll be back shortly. Hopefully we'll have some people on the party by the time I get back. No. Yeah. And we're back. Drink water now. Let's see, let's do another shout. And let's see, Party Finder. One. We'll link it again. Yeah, we might end up having to run it unsynced, which is quite unfortunate. Guess what we could do is go back to Cloud Top. I did not get the Aether Ring. I did not get the Aether Ring. Oh no. Well, this is bad. Can I get back there? Aether Ring. Let's see. If just let them do it, they won't ever stop doing it, so I take the hit to teach them the right way to run through it. Yes, there we go. So can we agree that Thornton is practically an Avengers level threat at this point? Then again, any 8-man could probably be an Avengers level threat. I don't know if he's an Avenger level threat yet. I don't know what exactly his plans are. Let's see if we can get up here and grab this Aether Ring, because we somehow forgot to grab it. I was so focused on finding the Aether Current that I didn't grab the Aether Ring. Let's grab that and then work on our quest for that's a big one. Nibius is here. Go ahead and grab this. Yeah, let's go ahead and close the party finder. And we want to do Limitless Blue. And we're going to do it unsynced. I probably could have switched to Sage. Not enough people for a synced whale. Sag. Very Sag. The big old whale. Ah! Let's defeat the Vanya. gonna smash into us again. The island gets destroyed, you're dead. Icing. Oh, they're firing. Okay, so we're pulling them in. Oh, you know what? This reminds me of back in Cataclysm, the raid for fighting what's his face? The big bad dragon in Cataclysm. On the 7 hells is that? On your guard. Ow, that hurt. Deathwing. Yeah, that reminds me of Deathwing. I don't know if I should be AoEing these. Maybe I should have switched jobs to something that's higher level. Because sadly I don't do much damage on my Dragoon. At least not nearly as much damage as they're doing. Oh, this isn't good. Ow. What about our converter? Then we need the converter to protect us? Damn it, we lost the generator. Oh, we're getting smacked hard. Oh, this isn't good. It's like just making it rain, too. Oh, this fight's actually really cool. Seizes control of the clouds. Oh, we got these vapor bubbles. Oh, that one's dead. Ow. Oh, I bet this fight would be really cool. What do you think? The dragon killers are adding. Oh, I wanted to do it. Oh well. So we get eaten if the island goes to 0. It's already at 40%. Wait, is that it? Did we already defeat Bismarck? All we had to do was break the little gem on its back? Meow. Huh. Yeah, I guess that was it. Oh, that must be the key we're looking for. Did we open up another path on our Blessing of Flame? Well, that's 4 out of 6. We're not that far away from being able to regain all of our previous power. Heidelin?
Oh, maybe. Darkness, light to none. Harker. Sephirot, blessing, small.
So is the key big? What? Thordan? And who are you?
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him.
Agorium?
How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
She has what we seek?
That she does. The key to Azizla and the secrets of Alag. I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
My thanks to you, Asian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck.
What are you up to, Thordan? What do you need from the Allegans?
Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
Is this a teleporter? A compass, maybe? It is a compass. Where's Sid and Alpha now? Aren't they doing anything?
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
What are you on about? Why couldn't we fire one of the dragon killers and just pop the balloon on the airship? Wait, how big is this place? How is there just a giant flying Allegan city? This place is huge. The floating continent from Final Fantasy VI? Forgive me, Renning. Had I known what was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room and heard not of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, for we yet live, and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. I did a tune, right? Yes. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zindu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory, so that the others need a moment to tend to the enterprise besides.
Wait, something is amiss.
What's wrong? The Garleans? Who are you? I don't know this Legatus.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once!
Regula von Hydrus? How did they know we were here?
And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
Varus? What is Varus doing here?
Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
I will say, Regula's armor does look really cool though.
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last.
No, we're not scared of you. We took down
Perhaps your
Gaius.
sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
Drink water, y'all.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Oh, dang.
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Lucia? Oh, she has her own Magitech?
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
So this is the new Agnes. It's huge.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azisla. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Look at this Magitech she has. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Vars Zos Galvas, in the flash. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus whom the Centaurium spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I've yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Yeah, that's a huge ship. Kind of want to do the quest to unlock flying, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, Unholy Prognosis, thank you for subscribing. How rude. Endymion, I'm busy. How did I accidentally anger the other one? Oh, that'll let me then. Get some extra crit. Abomination. There we go. Alright, Sid. Are you alright? Yeah, look fine to me. Thank the 12 you're alive, Minnie. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, I feared the game was up for you in Alpha now. What in the seven hells happened out there? First the Archbishop turns up with an Ashian in tow, and now the goddamn Emperor pays us a visit? What is this? A procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The keeper of the seventh bloody gate? Drink water, y'all. No one's so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zindu are overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Jinning. There was much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zindu were taken entirely unaware and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no fear for the Empire, but For the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Oxundu would already be leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Az's Law. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? Oh, did we just get a Sid minion? We just got a Sid minion. Wind up Sid. So it's like, yeah, wholly enough room for a match attack. Thus you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the king. If Az's Law lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them. You'll see. Mini city. I'm surprised we're safe at this altitude.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia?
Livia? Livia Sas-Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Wait. Really? That Livia?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
Good, Emmerich. Drink water now.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Okay.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing. Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizla should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Alright, looks like we're about to make our way into Azizla. See what this place looks like from up close. Oh, this place is so big.
Look, I think that's it.
What else could it be, said?
Chief, is that Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Well, we found ourselves another force field. Hopefully this one won't be as much as a pain as the one that was in front of the Labyrinth of the Ancients. We have barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume that the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed, but would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Ooh, I leveled. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azizla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive. He will show you in. I wonder, does she have a name? God, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. Oof. Let's see, let's go to the seat of the Lord Commander. So we'll take the Aetheryte to the Forgotten Knight. So it's level 57. Are we gonna have a level 57 dungeon? I'm assuming we will. Well, I mean, because that's 53 and 57. Samal was also 53. Oh, Vault was 57. We've already done our 57 dungeon. Cool deal. Didn't expect Emma to be here.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
Wall of lightning?
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Oh?
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
What? Who?
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
But who did Tataru care about? We haven't had any word on the Scions in ages. I think Tataru is like right next door at the Forgotten Night. Welcome back, Renee. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? Tataru, so much has happened. Also, where are your cute tights? So you finally arrived at Az's Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. We made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Renee. We'll get to Az's Law yet. When you fled the victory feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarpon to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? I dare ask what the Marshal found. I actually don't know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Oriange know to join us in Ul'dah. He'll wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Right, time to go to Ul'dah, I guess. I should have a free teleport to Ul'dah. Check something. Okay, good to go. Also, aren't we almost out of time for Moogle stuff? I did get the demon earrings. Yeah, they're my glamour dresser. Do I want slash lean? Or do I want the maps? I feel like I want slash lean. There were some cards, but I think the cards are low level. Yeah, I already have these cards. So yeah, let's go ahead and get lean. Lean against nothing. That's a good pose. Oh, there you are. We are grateful for your assistance, Master Marshal Tarapin. You saved our Grace and Father both. It's the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mineral Concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal rings. Go on. It is, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Oh, that's Y'shtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Because as I did surmise, judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream, below. The spell entailed the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation of magics of modern time, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell, but speaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest that she managed to escape. Would that it be so simple? Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe into his destination, another would be set adrift in the life stream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't. Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the life stream. Could we but follow these from the point in which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the sealed excavation site, then. Our thanks to your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. You just caught your last bug on Animal Crossing New Horizons? I see. Yeah. I played that when it came out. Let's see. That's a silly name. So let's see. Let's go to Central Fanland. Let's make our way to the excavation site. Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap a few scant traces yet remain to guide her steps. The trail leadeth north and east, to the bosom of the 12-Split. Are ye certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she's still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent, lingering over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, never to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Oriage, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Renee, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. Drink water now. Alright, let's go to Gridania. And we need to go to Andre's Guild. It is said that the elementals perceive the live stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its myth, they may be able to find her. But if we were to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Paja. It is imperative, therefore, we speak with Connie Senna without delay. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Silent Conjurer. When are you going to get a name, lady? The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However,
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Well, doesn't her sister live in Gridania?
Oh! I know just the person!
Oh.
Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Hmm.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Yeah, because her sister is part of the Summoner quest line. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister's name is Yamitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Connor. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Upkalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. So let's see. Guess the amphitheater is going to be the best place to teleport to. Yeah, because I think she's right next to the achievements person. Yep, there she is. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Amitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Olivier, and this is Tataru Taru. So you're my sister's comrades on the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she would be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing words to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course of the same father's blood. I hope this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Oh, they're just going to teleport us here? Convenient.
Let us begin. Raya-O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
It's Y'shtola. She looks naked. They wrapped her up like a burrito.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
He looks very serious. But they didn't give us any reasoning. Like, why are y'all being so serious? What's wrong? Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd return to us one day. It wants for a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is at the Leathersworkers Guild, and the other one's at the Conjurers Guild. Please speak with Mistress Giva and Brother Isumiyan. They ought to take care of you. Alright, to the Leather Workers Guild. Yeah. Drink water, Nya. It's level 57 quest still. The Leather Workers Guild. If it isn't Renee, looking for some hides to tan, mayhap. Here to retrieve an order for Mistress Tatara, you saying? You've come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working on it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by Chimerical Hide anyway? However, did that girl come by Chimerical Hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seems to me she had neither. Alright, now we need to go to the Conjurer's Guild. Steel Glade Fane. Greetings, Renee. I trust you have been well. Is there aught you require of me? Ah yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Very interesting. I'm excited to see this new staff. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope? Oh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly Giva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Renee. I can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she is doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? She's awake.
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Why are her eyes silver?
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Wait, why do I have to leave? Oh, I like her new outfit.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Materia, my former master.
Materia? In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Materia in the field of etheric research. She was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful, but gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Materia refused to join the Exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned setting. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alizai and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short, remained only until the Exodus, and I have not returned since. Ah, so it is to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you've mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us largely through unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Onward to Sharlayan. Okay, so we need to go to Ishgard. Let's see. Is this still level 57? It is. Let's see. We're at the 2 hour and 25 minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and take a 5-minute break. And yeah, I'll be back shortly, and then we'll make our way towards the Dravanian hinterlands. And we're back. Drink water now. There's a lot of knights just standing here. Click this up here. Yeah. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Renee, Yashtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. For Tailfeather? Alright, let's go to Tailfeather then. Is there a way through? Ah, yeah, look over there, the Dravanian hinterlands. When we last set foot here, Steny and Ysel were with us. Though it was not all that long ago, I find myself strangely taken by nostalgia. A long soak in the livestream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. Rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Sharlayan. Once we descend the mountain path, we'll arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we'll be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them, and dragons both. I'm surprised Yashtola knows that much about what's going on here. I guess we've already, like, updated her on everything. Give me a good long flight. I'm so glad to have Yashtola back with us. I also find it really interesting that it's been like this long into the storyline because we're on like the level 58 quest. So this must be the way.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams.
Thousand streams.
Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
The city of Sharlayan. Materia dwells on the far side of the Thalaic River. Let us search for a crossing. This place is huge. It's that giant force field. Let's get out from the shadows of the mountain. There's a lot of enemies here. There's a lot of enemies here. 53 yalms to the south. That's actually nearby. You can go grab that. Oh, it's right there. That looks like we got a fight for this one. Oh, I accidentally targeted something else. Well, these guys kind of hurt. There we go. Alright, that gives us an ether current. The next one's to the northwest, which looks like the direction we're heading. Oh wow, look at like the city looks like it's floating over there. Wildebeest. Slip kink steel joint. Ah, that's a hunt. I'm assuming I'm not strong enough to solo that on my stage. Like I struggle at level 50 not mobs. What's that over there? Tarantula hawks. Oh, those look nasty. And then there's like Espertype Magitech, Van Gob, G3. Okay. 300 to the west. Ah, I thought that was one closer. I don't remember what the distance was on the last one. Yeah, 700 yalms. I'm assuming we need to... Okay, they want to go up... So they made their way into the city. So I guess I'll head there. Well, that's a broken ether ring. Oh, there's like a waterfall under us. Oh, look, all those rivers under there. What is the force field over there? Oh, we gotta... There's some goblins here. Okay, so this lets us fly to Annex Shrine and Telfeather. Useful. There's some goblins chilling out here. Psst. Batrix is keeper of knowing and data, but Batrix has nothing to teach a Uplander this day. Ah. Oh, there's your stolen alpha now. But 15 years abandoned, and already Charlian has befallen to such disarray, barely a city is no more than its inhabitant. The bridge ahead has collapsed. I'm afraid we shan't be crossing there, but worry not, I know another way. See you the towering structure to the north? We should be able to cross there. Alright. How close are we to that ether current? 197 to the east. Did we miss it? To the southeast. Put down here. Yeah, to the southeast. It must be really close and we somehow missed it. Oh yeah, it was right here. There we go. And the next one is to the west. 600 yalms. I'm assuming somewhere in the answering corner. How many aether currents are here? Two more. It must be up here on this cliff face. Oh, but the bridge is out. So this is the bridge he was talking about. Yeah, I can't go more west than this. I guess I'll make our way up to that tower. No. The tower's so big. It reminds me of the stuff we saw in the Turning Mist, which, with how big it is. I wonder if the dragons were involved. How old is this city? I like an airship landing up there. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlian engraved upon the yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it became counted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander's mistaken. Charlian has new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Huh? Dobbies. Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaking muchling. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. Shh. When Uplanders abandoned the city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we do not come here to dispute your claim on this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like civilized folk that we are. Surely we could come to a mutual understanding. If that is the truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. So it's a goblin settlement now. Woolnix. The Cenotaph. Hop marks. Keeping up with the Aliapos. There's a bunch of quests here. Here's the heart of settlement. Name of Idleshire. Idleshire? What have we got here, guest? Greetings to you. I am Alphen Olivier, and may I introduce my companions, Renee Lacrosse and Y'shtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend, and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapse, you went looking for a detour, and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew. Is that right? That's the short of it, this place, Idleshire. I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, 'twas only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his Gobby friends were already settled. At first, Gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now Gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. So that is what happened here after we Charlians departed. Oh, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them? Felt like a waste, you know? We've been trying to put the place to rights. Things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati hiring us day and night. Slowfix has bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding. Yes. Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I am not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. Oh, we can get a weapon. A new broadsword might be good for our darkening. That's that. Wait. So the broadsword's for Paladin. Adamantine's Y-Hunter. Yeah, let's take that. Might be an upgrade. Let's see. Dark Knight. Ooh, that's 148. And the sword is 145. Alright. Guess that's a no-go then. Wait, what is that ring? Judgment Ring of Bending. Yeah, we did Ramuh Extreme last night. Let's switch back to Dragoon. So Uplanders agree to help? Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idleshire. Get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix want Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Sharlayan, yes. Sharlayans would know best way to deal with creatures. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels, but by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses. I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. So I need to say noughts and crosses to the golems. Interesting. Go ahead and grab this Aetherite while we're here. It looks like there's an Ethernet here as well. But I only see one. Yeah, it's just that one. I guess we need to attune with that. It looks like it's on the way of our quest here. Oh, there's like a whole market here too. And that must be the golems they're looking at. Use the coded command noughts and crosses to unmake the golems. If all goes well, we can accomplish this task without recourse to violence. Midnight Dew. Hey look, there's a little carbuncle here. What you doing, carbuncle? What you looking at? Oh, there's a little Lalafell here too. Ah. Let's see. We need to sing. Nuts and... No. Nuts and crosses. No. Nuts and crosses. Powerful. Well, that worked well. And here's the Ethernet chime. No, not in crosses. Well, that went simple. Nice and quick. Drink water now. It just died. Crumbled to dust. Golems are no more? Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand settlement. Is the spear an upgrade? The spear is an upgrade. It's not as cool as my old spear though. Uplanders help Gabi flock. Earned right to be citizens of Idleshire. But Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gabi kin. Slowfix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. So, okay, that's where we came in at. There are many side quests here now. Oh, there's a side quest here too. I'm assuming that's an Ether Current quest. Those goblins barking? I don't see much for goblins. I see a lot of this Magitech. Oh, there's some goblins of a thinger. Another Magitech. More goblins. Ah, that looks like our friend. Braveflox all talks. Braveflox, what are you doing here? Goodly Uplander. Long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Braveflox? Uplander must not be touching junk of Braveflox. Braveflox is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Braveflox. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Whiskett gave to me understanding that you were marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati Hell territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshaw! Braveflox eat Illuminati for synopsis. Pshk. Who eats us for synopsis? Braveflox all talks. Unwise for you to come here after dirty taking secret knowings of cheese make from Illuminati. Alright, gonna get the obvious joke out of the way. Illuminati confirmed. Braveflox did no unrank. Cheese recipe is Gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in Death Pet. Wait, they have a tank? I thought we dealt with this already, back in Braveflox Hard. Pray to Godfathers, for punishment is near times. Here's we have no choice. Time to beat up some gobbies. King Gob Tank G4. Let's get aggro and everything. Or not. We're struggling to take aggro off of Y'shtola. And off of Alpha now. Very interesting. Tremble before might of Illuminati. That's a bunch of bombs. Alpha now, why are you standing on the bomb? Ow, that was a lot more bombs than I thought. Spill bladder not over unstrung fire boons of Illuminati. Oh, there's a whole group over there. How rude. There's even more. That's a lot of gobbies. I shall invoke this spell. Pray keep them at bay. Oh, what is she casting? Unyielding Earth. Nourishing Water. What is she casting? Ride ye the wind. And become as light. Is she summoning a giant holy? That was a giant holy. You only know these gobbies from the Alexander questline? Well, the Illuminati took over Brayflox. For Brayflox hide. Psh, Illuminati no match for Furious Godfist of Brayflox. More junk is awaiting Brayflox muchling. Brayflox is taking leave of Uplanders. Simple enough. Being embroiled in a cheese war is the last thing I expected coming to Charlian. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. Good old cheese boy. We're doing on time. Okay, we have less than an hour left. Let's make our way back this way. And then back into the main setting. The compass says it's... well, no, it's nighttime. For sure. Yeah, it's 7:26 Eorzea time. PM. Can we see the moon from here? There's the moon. Where are you, Slowfix? There you are. Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Pshk. Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be a dead gobbing. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined by unseverable gobby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflock's, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders into Gobbyflock at first meeting. Let's take the gun. Let's take the gun. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Ildishire. Idleshire? I still don't know how to pronounce the name of this city. Free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlian thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. Alphino, Renee, shall we then? Yeah, a lot of quests are popping up. Gobwatch, let us through. By order of Chief Slowfix, Uplanders can now come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Wait, are you going to use bombs? Finally, we can continue our journey. Why are you running? That's a lot of bombs. Oh no, they left me already. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Materia resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Idleshire, let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Materia. Ahead lies the answering quarter, where the scholars of Charlians gathered to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, 'tis plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. Let's take the rapier. The cave in which Materia resides is situated on the southern edge of the hinterlands. In choosing the spot, my master desired privacy above all else. As such, the cave is extremely well hidden. You will not find it unless you know to look for it. We shall follow the road south until we reach a bridge. Rather than cross it, however, we shall ford the stream it spans, thence head straight until we arrive at the base of a bluff. This sounds like it's going to be a bit of a pain to find. I feel like Kochi's going to get lost here. Is that a crawler? Ah. I remember crawlers from Final Fantasy XI. I believe it was crawler silk was the item. We used to make a lot of gil on the market board with that. But it was also like a notorious monster. So it would only come up like... There was a long time to wait for the crawlers. So let's see. Got that ether current. And Where's 939 to the south? Yeah, that looks like where we're going. The city is just abandoned. Well, I mean, we know this, but like, way more than she wasn't joking when she said that it was taken over by nature. Look at that giant tree. And yeah, I'm gonna stay away from these marbles. Okay, I guess that's the bridge he's talking about. Or 74 to the south. I was like a scorpion there. Oh, that is also a hut. That must be the bridge he was talking about. 330 to the south. We must be really close. 214 to the southeast, so this way. Sun leeches. Water spring. And avoid what we can. Oh, no. This sun leech isn't happy with us. Oh, I'm about to hit level 60. So let's see. 95 to the south. That's where that bridge is. Look at all these frogs, the little, like, lizard cans. Up there it is. Let's see if we can get out of range of that. Alright, get it deaggroed. Oh, look, there's your stolen alpha now. Once again, like, right next to our quest. Origo. Brago. Bye-bye, Froggy. This is the entrance. You seem unconvinced. Renee? Well, that will only add to the surprise. A word of warning before we proceed. Stubborn geniuses make poor hosts, and time will have done not to improve my master's temperament. Doubt not that there will be sentinels and traps both to deter unwanted guests, but will not be deterred, will we? Go on and touch the wall yonder. You will want to have your weapon near at hand. Okay, so we want to touch the icy wall. Is it icing? Doesn't look icing. Bunch of frogs. None shall pass. They're casters. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw them near. Oh, I leveled. Okay, that was simple enough. What's our new skill? Oh, I'm gonna have to do Dragon Quest for that one. Those sentinels may suffice to discourage the average trespasser, but not the warrior of light. The way should now be clear. Come, let us go and see my master. Oh, she's just moving the whole wall. Drink water now.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking? The youth of today. No manners at all.
No manners at all. She has a very creepy hand staff.
We neglected to knock. We did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Materia.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly.
Womanly. I like Materia.
The one there in the fancy duds. That's Louisoise's granddaughter, I take it?
Louisoise's granddaughter, I take it. Alvino's always getting confused for Alize. And vice versa.
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady.
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bucker, was your grandfather. Never a dull moment when he was around, though, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me? Azizla. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it?
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Alagons set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louisois and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit to see the light of day. And now you tell me a band of dragon-baiting primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Oh.
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Mount speed in the Giovanni hinterlands has increased. Being here calls to mind my days studying under Materia. Though she was the strictest and most irascible of mentors, she led by example and inspired one to greater heights. Were it not for her sage guidance, I should not be the woman I am. You see the tomes lying about like so many cheap romances. They're priceless. My professors at the studium would have fits if they saw them in such state. All these brooms, and they have different names. Forbidden knowledge. Mm-hmm.
'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilthubad under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Sharlayan scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies. After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
I love this old lady.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk and no trousers, that lot. That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject. But you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
Ah, you were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast, you lot. Stola and the boy are staying with me.
What?
I need help to make new sentinels to replace the old ones you walloped. They'll be board and lodging, don't you worry. But know that you'll have to work for them. Hard. I'll have no sluggards in my house.
Good thing I know how to search a library for ancient tomes. Oh, the Great Library's guardian shouldn't pose any difficulty for a hero like you. You'll hardly notice Stola's absence, and the girl, boy, whatever, would only get in your way. But if it turns out you aren't up to the task, well, then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as the etheric ring. Now, the library's entrance is locked tight. I'll loan you one of my servants to open it, the broom yonder. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, girl. I need to introduce myself to a broom. Greetings, good madam. I am Broomsing, my lady's servant for some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I am given to understand you wish to enter the Great Gooba Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go on ahead and await you at the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It'll be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. I like how the broom just like walks away sweeping. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the Great Gooba Library. Drink water, y'all. I wonder who built this little bridge for Materia. I'm guessing she had all her frogs do it. Okay, so that's the bridge she was talking about. So is that the library up there? This bridge seems like it must have been a lot of work to build. I see why, because it also went across this. I was gonna say, this is a very weird design for a bridge. This place is huge, and this is a library? Gonna give up on Paul on this? Or even is it? You stand before the Great Gooba Library, one of Heideland's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen to disuse since the Exodus some summers ago. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul, its floors not felt the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, madam. Pray pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. Great Gooba Library now accessible. Alright, so that gives us a new dungeon. And yeah, we have 30 minutes left. I do not think that's going to be enough time to try and get into a dungeon. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here then. I feel like we made some good progress. We finished all the level 57 quest. We fought Bismarck. And we explored a whole new area. I still have some side quests to do to unlock Aether Currents, and I need to do my Dragoon level 60 quest. But I'll probably end up doing those off stream. And next time we'll take on the Great Gooba Library. Yes. Yeah, I'll do a lot of progress. So, yeah, let's go ahead and end stream here. As always, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider leaving a like. And if you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye, y'all.